for a long. And Raj Yoga meditation gives us the power to create happiness. Why school educators are today here in this platform? It is not a platform to discuss the curriculum, the syllabus, or what is the content to the teachers. But I believe the power to create happiness, power to have proper health, harmony, and heaven in our lives. It is something this session is brought up. Friends, we know that you have been listening to BK Kamla and Sister BK Kamla and many of the Brahma Kumaris. But today we can find BK Kamla Didi in the screen itself today, a Raj Yoga teacher who is a very strong, expertise in dealing educator segment or corporate segment. She has been addressing professional at all levels of corporates, maybe education or any of the level, to enable them to gain accurate understanding of how one's potential could be assessed, one potential can be increased and put to the best use of way of clarity of self-concept through spirituality. I told you, let us find and live your spiritual self. Sister Kamla, sister has been, when you talk about her qualification, experience, expert, it is immense. It is immense. She has been the master degree in the crisis management and self-management. All of you can understand the word crisis management and self-management. We generally talk these things in our sessions. She is a master degree in value education and spirituality. What is needed, what is required in today's generation, or what the children nowadays require? You all might be knowing children needs more values, more ethics. That is something which I think we all teachers need to have it. We have a wonderful teacher today with us to guide us. She has been in the field of, in these areas, in spiritual areas, to guide everyone for a long. She is Bachelor of Commerce from Delhi University, associated with Brahma Kumaris for last more than 3 decades, I can say, maybe 30, 35, 40 years. And regularly the faculty member of Om Shanti Retreat Center, which is in Manesar in the NCR. As a part of the security services wing, she has delivered sessions at the lot of in the headquarters in the Northern Command of the Indian Army, and also served across nation at various defense organization, defense establishment organization. And she has worked with renowned multinational organization and has an overall corporate, or experience in dealing the people for more than 17 to 18 years. With deep regards, gratitude, I welcome BK Kamla Didi to the wonderful session today with Pranam, Bara Bahut Bahut Namaskar, Om Shanti. And I believe today's session will go in this way. The flow will be, there will be, I will just take up 1 more minute to speak about the foundation, and then finally it will go to Sister BK Kamla ji. And then at the last, there are maybe 2 to 3 questions we have fixed up. I'll take the permission from Kamla ji to ask 3 questions. We have taken up 3 very specific people who can, who have prepared, they have their concern. A lot of questions were there, a lot of questions were there from the educators, but due to time constraint, I have taken up 3 questions. In this way, we'll take up the session. Sister, I will tell you, this is a foundation of school leaders. As I said, I'm a principal of a school, leading a global foundation where we are associated more than 10,000 school leaders into this. And today, almost 12,000 plus school leaders are watching directly through Facebook. It is already live now. My all friends, my greetings to all the friends, those who are watching through live Facebook, through the Facebook and other media. This foundation is basically a foundation of school leaders, school principals, and for the principals. We used to empower school educators, empower school leaders, empower schools in bringing up quality education in school arena. In this, when we talk about quality education, I believe every stakeholder is very, very important. Unless and until we have, proper, you can say, properly they can manage their time, properly manage their self, or you can say if they are not having with proper values, ethics within them, I think inculcating those habits to our children may not be possible. We have tremendous people, even though beforehand regularly we used to conduct a value based session, we used to conduct spiritual sessions to our educators. Only in these crises, these pandemic times, I know everyone is in crisis, everyone is in stake, everyone is in stress. So BK Kamla will be an inspirational person to today to relieve all our stress. And I can understand within a few days again we may come back to school. People are talking about the third wave. So all these, how they all will keep in mind and overcome all these situations and come back with full-fledged one again to be to impart their knowledge in the schools. I hope these all contents we will be getting today from sister. Without wasting much of our time, I straight away request a Raj Yoga teacher, spiritual guru, Sister BK Kamla, to the session. Sister, platform is yours. Over to you to guide all of us.
Thank you so much. Om Shanti. And that's how we greet within the Brahma Kumaris.
Yes.
And these two words, Om Shanti,
Om Shanti,
has got a very, very beautiful and a very deep meaning. Om means I, the soul. I am peaceful myself. In fact, I am the soul, peace myself. This is something that we remind to ourselves every time we say these two words. Plus, it's to remind ourselves that people whom we are meeting opposite there, they're also peaceful beings. So with these two positive words, let's begin discussing. And I'm so happy to see you all here. It's almost like people may call it virtual, but I find that I'm already sitting with so many angels. हम सब फरिश्ते साथ में बैठे हैं और एक फरिश्तों की सभा में कुछ बहुत सुंदर बातें हम आपस में शेयर करने वाले हैं, एक्सचेंज करने वाले हैं. देखिए आज के समय में what is the need of the hour today? Need of the hour is to increase the power of the mind. Now, what is the power of mind? What do we call as powers of the mind? Do we know the capacity and the efficiency of the mind of us yet? What is the total capacity and capability that our mind has? अगर हम व्यर्थ पर full stop लगा पाते हैं, that's the power of mind. अगर हम किसी भी situation में सही सोच पाते हैं, that's a power of mind. If I'm able to stay stable even in the adverse situation, that is a power. So these are the powers, and if I'm able to keep on empowering myself, and in that journey, I'm able to empower the people around me, that's a power that I will experience in my mind, and with that experience, I'm able to empower the other souls. Now, in the current times, we are seeing a deep shift in the emotional pattern of people. We've been seeing for the last 1.5 years that there has been a shift, a big shift in the emotional patterns that people are experiencing. Now, what is that shift? Dekhiye, one thing we have to understand is there are very many things in life which is not in our control. But there are very many things in life which are under control. Tell me what is easy, to work on something which is not in our control or to work on something which is in our control? What is more easy? What is easy? Okay, you are all muted, I can understand. So see, I'm sure your answer is what is in our control is easily workable and doable for us. So one, there are three things. One is the situation, the other is the other people, and third is me, myself. I want to put across this question to you. One is situation, second, other people, and third, me, myself. इन तीनों में से कौन है जो हमारे अपने कंट्रोल में हो सकता है? What do you think? You can write on the chat box. I'm sure you'll say situations will not be under our control always. And other people will always do things my way, not possible. So what is possible is I can work on, I'm getting answers on the chat box saying myself, myself. So we all know out of the three, it is only me, myself that I can work more easily. लेकिन ये जानते हुए भी, ये समझते हुए भी हम अपनी सारी शक्तियां लगाते हैं बाकी दोनों को हैंडल करने में, बजाय कि उतनी एनर्जी को हम अपने ऊपर लगाएं, पर हम बहुत ज्यादा अपने से ज्यादा शक्ति लगाते हैं परिस्थितियों को और व्यक्तियों को ठीक करने में। और फिर क्या होता है, जब हम बार बार परिस्थितियों को और व्यक्तियों को अपने अनुसार करने की कोशिश करते हैं और जब वहां पे रिजल्ट ज्यादा आता नहीं है तो फिर हम थोड़ा सा और डिप्लीट होना शुरू करते हैं। So let's understand today, one, the first thing that we need to do today is to position my mind at the right place and then try and deal with situations and people. Positioning of my mind is very, very important. Agar मान लीजिए, there is a pillar of a building, and on that pillar, there is some base which is being set up. Now, if that pillar keeps shifting here and there often, do you think that base, the structure on the pillar can remain stable, can remain strong, can serve the purpose that it has been put with? No, it can't. So the pillar here is the mind of our, meaning the mind, myself. So my mind has to be one, it has to be stable at a particular point. Now, what is that point where my mind has to be positioned? Number one, see, today we have to raise the vibrations of our vocabulary and our thoughts and feelings. We can't do with low vibrations vocabulary. We can't do low vibrational conversations. We can't do low vibrational thoughts and feelings. If we are doing with that, then we will tend to deplete further and further and further. So the first thing that's required is, let's focus on increasing the vocabulary vibrations, high vibrations in our vocabulary, thoughts and feelings. Now, how do we do that? It's like energizing the self with energizing our minds with high vibrations. How do we do that? One is first of all, I have to remove certain depleters from our personality. What are the depleters? Suppose we keep talking about, if I'm following the current situation in the world, what will happen is, because the world is right now in a vibration which is very, very low. The world is currently going through a vibration, a global environment is of more of fear, anxiety, and certain kind of negativities and wastes. And if I keep following what is happening in the world, my thoughts and feelings will exactly have the same vibrations, which I don't want to be. So what I need to be doing is stop following the vibrations of the world that we are experiencing currently and position the mind in certain way, in a very, very high vibration thoughts and feelings. What is that high vibrational feelings that I can generate? Because we all know feelings create emotions. Emotions will create my attitude. Attitudes will lead to behavior and behavior will lead to destiny. तो अभी ये हमें सोचना है कि भले हमारे पास कितनी भी सारी बहुत अच्छे अच्छे डिजिटल साधन हैं, हमारे पास बहुत अच्छे अच्छे फैसिलिटीज हैं और बहुत अच्छे हमारे पास ऐसे ऐसे साधन हैं जिससे हम बहुत अच्छे वर्चुअल लर्निंग एप्लीकेशंस दे सकते हैं, लेकिन इफ आई द टीचर, I would call teacher, as we don't call teachers ourselves, we call ourselves angels. So I know I'm sitting with angels today. So we're all angels to empower. We're not here to teach. Purpose is not to teach. Why we are teaching? Because to empower each other. So now in the process to empower the other soul, I can only empower when I am myself empowered first. I can't serve with an empty tray, right? So how can I empower myself first? First, I have to shift the emotional attitude that I am right now in. One, I have to make a strong belief that what am I doing today? What am I thinking today? Let's be very, very conscious about it. I have to consciously make an effort to think right. Now, what is it to think right? जैसे आजकल लोग कहते हैं आप पॉजिटिव सोचो, नेगेटिव मत सोचो। ठीक है, नहीं सोचते नेगेटिव, लेकिन पॉजिटिव सोचना होता क्या है? फॉर एग्जाम्पल, इफ आई से इट्स माई बिलीव दैट आई डोंट स्पीक रूड विथ पीपल, एम आई थिंकिंग पॉजिटिव? इफ आई से I don't give sorrow to people, am I thinking positive? Suppose I say I don't disrespect people, that's my belief system. I don't like to do that. Am I thinking positive? Maybe not yet. I am not positive yet because to not do something doesn't equals to doing something. In the sense, if I'm saying I don't give sorrow to people, but it's not positive yet. If I don't give sorrow, is fine. That's a very, very normal thought. But how much happiness do I give to people? That is what is positivity. मैंने किसी को दुख तो नहीं दिया, पर सुख कितनों को दिया. That is what is positivity. I don't speak rude. There is no positivity in that. Yes, it is one step closer to positivity. लेकिन मैंने किसी को दुख नहीं दिया, किसी से कड़वा नहीं बोला, पर मैं बात ही नहीं करती, तो इसमें पॉजिटिविटी क्या है? तो कड़वा ना बोलना पॉजिटिविटी नहीं है, लेकिन मीठा, सभ्य और सम्मानजनक बोलना पॉजिटिविटी है. दैट इज व्हाट इज पॉजिटिविटी. ऐसे ही आई डोंट डिसरिस्पेक्ट पीपल, दैट्स अ वेरी वेरी नॉर्मल थॉट, दैट्स नॉट येट पॉजिटिव. बट हाउ मच डू आई रिस्पेक्ट पीपल when I speak to people, when I interact with people, when I come in behavior with people? What is the level of my respect that I exchange, that I share, is what is positivity. तो कुछ ना करना करने के बराबर नहीं हो सकता है. इसीलिए पॉजिटिव थिंकिंग का पहला मतलब होता है वैल्यू बेस्ड थॉट्स. जो कुछ भी मैं सोच रही हूँ, उस सोचने के जो आधार है, the basis of my thoughts have to be some kind of value in it. That means अगर मैं कुछ सोच रही हूँ, अगर उसमें किसी का कल्याण समाया हुआ है, किसी की आत्मिक उन्नति समाई हुई है, किसी के लिए रिस्पेक्ट समाया हुआ है, that will be considered as a positive thought. That means value based thoughts are positive thoughts. Now let us check in the 24 hours in a day long time, how much value based thoughts do I create in a day? और जितना कभी कभी लोग किसी को पूछते हैं, आप बताइए क्या हम पॉजिटिव नहीं हैं? ये हमारे बारे में ऐसा बोलते हैं. This person thinks that I'm not positive. This person thinks that I am negative. This person says you've said this, so you're negative. You think waste. You tell me, am I not positive? Am I negative? See, we don't have to be endorsed by people if I am positive or not. We don't need external endorsements. हम अगर पॉजिटिव सोचते हैं, कोई मानव मन अगर पॉजिटिव सही मायनों में सोचता है, वैल्यू बेस्ड थॉट्स क्रिएट करते हैं, तो उसका पहला प्रमाण हमको खुद मिलता है. वो प्रमाण क्या है? कि ऐसा मन जो पॉजिटिव सोचता है वो ज्यादातर हल्का होता है। ऐसे मन के वातावरण में शक्ति होती है, ऐसे मन के वातावरण में शांति बनी रहती है, ऐसे मन मनोबल से भरपूर होता है। That's the sign, the basic characteristics of a mind which actually creates a lot of positive and value-based thoughts. तो क्या हमें किसी से पूछने की जरूरत है क्या हम पॉजिटिव है या नहीं है? नहीं, हमें खुद ब खुद प्रूफ मिल जाएगा, प्रमाण मिल जाएगा कि हमारा मन कैसा है। अगर मान लीजिए हमारा मन बहुत भारी भारी है और बहुत सारे थॉट्स, रनिंग थॉट्स चल रहे हैं और हम बहुत ज्यादा हमारे मन में हलचल है, तो समझ जाना चाहिए दिस इज समवेयर एन इंडिकेशन कि शायद हमारी पॉजिटिव थिंकिंग में कमी आई है, जिस पर हमें थोड़ा सा काम करने की आवश्यकता है। तो अब हम अपने थॉट्स को चेक करें, वैल्यूज के आधार पर कितने संकल्प हमारे सारे दिन में चलते हैं, क्योंकि खुद एम्पावर जब तक नहीं होंगे तब तक हम बच्चों को एम्पावर कैसे कर सकेंगे। अगर मान लीजिए मेरा मन नाराज वाला मन है, उदास वाला मन है, इरिटेटेड मन है, घबराया हुआ मन है, डरा हुआ मन है, एंजाइटी वाला है, थोड़ा लो फील कर रहा है, मन के वातावरण के वाइब्रेशंस इतने अच्छे नहीं है, तो फिर आप सोचो ऐसे जब हम बैठकर पढ़ाते हैं या अपने परिवार में इंटरैक्ट करते हैं, व्हाट इज द एनर्जी दैट वी आर सेंडिंग आउट and what is it that the other people opposite there will absorb from us. So what we need to do is first position myself at first. Now how to do the positioning? कुछ डिप्लीटर्स हैं वर्तमान समय में, जैसे आप देखिए आजकल लोग बहुत सारी बातें करते हैं। What is the conversation, the quality of the conversations today in general that we happen to listen when we are around with people? Is, see, what is the count these days? See, it has come down to this level. Corona has come down to this level, and Corona is likely to increase to this level. And it is very likely that the third wave, people are predicting that the third wave is going to enter into September. So all that is what people are talking. That's the vibrations in general that we see in the world today. Let's promise to ourselves, if we really want to empower the self and others, let's promise one thing: we will not be part of that conversation which has a low vibration, because that again will deplete myself. अगर लोग कहते हैं कोरोना आने वाला है, आप उनको कहिए चलो कोई अच्छी बात करते हैं, आपको पता है आज हमने ये किया, मुझे बहुत खुशी हुई, आप भी ऐसा करके देखो ना। अच्छा, आपने पिछले दिनों में कौन सी ऐसी बात कही जिसने आपको बहुत खुश किया? Change the track of people's negative thoughts, low vibrational conversations. Let's do the seva for others and take blessings, क्योंकि आज इस सेवा की लोगों को बहुत जरूरत है, चाहे वो कोई भी हो, हमारे परिवार में है, हमारे बच्चे हैं, स्टूडेंट्स हैं, पेरेंट्स हैं, हर किसी को इसकी आवश्यकता है। And we being teachers, we being angels, we can create miracles, I'm telling you. तो इसलिए जब हमारे को ये हाई वाइब्रेशनल कॉन्वर्सेशंस जब हमें क्रिएट करना है, तो मुझे याद रखना है मेरे थॉट्स में और मेरे मुख से कोई भी ऐसा शब्द ना निकले, कोई ऐसा एक भी व्यर्थ संकल्प ऐसा ना हो जो मेरी एनर्जी को डिप्लीट करता हो या किसी और की एनर्जी को डिप्लीट करता हो। वो जो स्टैटिस्टिक्स का काम करना है ना, वो जिसको करना है उसको करना है, हमें नहीं करना है ना। हम वी आर नॉट रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर monitoring the statistics of the nation or statistics of COVID patients and COVID disease, whatever it is. It's a global pandemic. See, there is one pandemic already prevailing in the world, which is this COVID pandemic. Let's not create another pandemic of mental pressure or, so to say, the depression. Let's not create this pandemic now. And if we try and energize ourselves, what will happen is, even if you don't, if you're not prepared for the digital content, and if you happen to teach the students, if you speak with the right vibrations. If you speak with the higher vibration words and your thoughts are at very, very high frequency, when you speak with those, what will happen is the children on the other side of the screen will be able to absorb. They will get empowered. When they get empowered, they will absorb more. And when they absorb more, they will understand what you're saying. And when they understand, it is very less that we have to do for their learning. But I have the best of the facilities. I have the best of the digital content that I've prepared, but my own vibrations are scattered. Suppose if मेरा ही मन बहुत ज्यादा हलचल में है, मुझे ही अंदर अंदर मन के कोने में कहीं ना कहीं कुछ अनसर्टेनिटी का फियर है, तो अगर इस वाइब्रेशन के साथ if I sit and teach, what will happen is a scattered energy is teaching another scattered energy. So an energized being has to teach and empower the other energized being. That is what we have to ensure. तो हम सारे दिन की दिनचर्या में ये देखें कि हम कितने एम्पावर्ड हैं. बार बार हम अपने आप से चेक करें, हम कितने एम्पावर्ड हैं. कहीं डिप्लीटर्स काम तो नहीं कर रहे हैं, कहीं डिप्लीटर्स काम तो नहीं कर रहे हैं. That is what we have to ensure. See, हम बार बार ये कहते हैं कि बच्चे स्कूल नहीं आ पा रहे हैं और हम उनसे फेस टू फेस मिल नहीं पा रहे हैं, हम उनको जो सिखाना चाहते हैं वो नहीं सिखा पा रहे हैं. आपको पता है, बच्चे जब संगठन में होते हैं उनके माइंड्स को पकड़ना मुश्किल होता है. But when they sit alone, and children are the easiest adapters in the world. They will adapt things very, very easily. We see, हम अगर थोड़ा सा जंप लगाते हैं, हम अगर कोई काम करते हैं, कुछ और करते हैं, our joints will ache, we are so stiff, legs are stiff, hands are stiff. लेकिन बच्चे फटाफट सब कुछ कर लेते हैं. They are very, very quick adapters. So let's bring this shift in our mind. बच्चों को कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. बच्चे तो they are okay with it also. They are enjoying in any kind of situation. They quickly adapt to any changing situation. It is us who has to adapt to the new normal. So let's not think and let's not feel and let's not speak the words like बच्चों को बहुत मुश्किल हो रही है, बच्चों को ये मिल नहीं रहा है. नहीं, हो सकता है आज के वर्तमान सिचुएशन में, अच्छा आप खुद काउंट करो आज बच्चों को क्या मिल रहा है. हो सकता है पहले जो चीजें नहीं मिल रही हैं आज वो ज्यादा मिल रहा है. What we could not do when they were in school, we are able to give them today more of it. So let's count on the positive aspects of the current scenario and not talk and think about, see, what is there is there. Let's accept the reality, and acceptance means proper acceptance in my deep thoughts. ऐसा नहीं हाँ we will do it, हाँ करना तो है ही ना, करेंगे तो सही ना. But my own mind is saying it is so difficult. See, the situation is so difficult. People are not coming to school. What will happen in the future? What will happen to the students' future? No. If I am worrying inside, that worry is creating negative or waste vibrations and is sending across not the right vibrations. So let's teach ourselves first. The first lesson, I have to be empowered all the time because I'm an angel and I'm going to create a few miracles in the coming days. Even in the adverse situation, we know that we will come through it. We know that in some days, it's all will be over and we will come out successfully. We will come out more empowered. We all know that this situation is not going to remain forever. But till then, जब तक परिस्थितियां नहीं टूटती हैं, हमें नहीं टूटना है. लेकिन अगर हम टूटे फूटे संकल्प क्रिएट करेंगे, तो जरूर वो संकल्प हमारे सिस्टम को इतना इफेक्टिव होने नहीं देगा. जो भी डिजिटल सिस्टम आजकल हम अपना रहे हैं या जो भी वर्चुअल सिस्टम अपना रहे हैं या जो भी तरीके हम अपना रहे हैं, उसमें उतना बल नहीं आएगा. तो इसलिए अपने मन में बार बार ये संकल्प हमें करते रहना है कि सब कुछ ठीक है, हाँ हम मेहनत कर रहे हैं ना, हो जाएगा, इतनी मेहनत हम सभी कर रहे हैं, क्यों नहीं होगा। और बच्चे, उनकी तो चिंता नहीं, वो तो कैसे भी सीख लेते हैं क्योंकि उनका माइंड बहुत फ्रेश रहता है, इसलिए उनके माइंड में इतनी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज का स्ट्रेस नहीं होता है, दे आर मोर इजिली अडेप्टेबल. So that is what is the shift in the mind, that we as teachers, we as angels for the world and angels for our children, we have to ensure that I have that mindset, the right kind of mindset. ठीक है, तो उसके बाद जैसे स्ट्रेस लेवल्स की बात हम करते हैं, you know, in physics, the equation which is explained for the stress is stress equals to pressure divided by resilience. Now, pressure is what is the external situation that we are experiencing today, and resilience is my inner power. Now, there can be any situation, be it in your family, be it in your external environments, anywhere. If there is a situation, now 4 different people in the same family can respond and react differently to the same situation, right? One would say, oh my God, it's such a big thing that has happened. And the other person could say, yes, it's a big thing, of course. And the third person would say, no, it is big though, but it can still be resolved. And the fourth person will say, of course, it's not a matter of concern at all. I know it will be done. It can be resolved. So 4 different people are reacting differently, responding differently to the same situation. So that means, what is the size of the situation? What is the size of the situation? Big or small, there is no size of any situation. Situation doesn't have a size. It is the power of the person dealing with that situation. So what that power, the resilience has to be very, very strong, is what we are discussing today. Now, what is the power of the mind? Power of the mind is to think right. Power of the mind is to think positive. Positive means value-based. What I'm thinking, the content of the ingredient in my thinking, the basis of my thinking has to be some or the other value, either respect or optimism or happiness or peace or stability or inner power. It has to be filled with all these or any of these. Then we are actually thinking positive. फिर उसके बाद जैसे अब हम बात करते हैं, now is the time to actually learn, practice, share and empower. We have to learn first ourselves what to think, what not to think. ऐसा नहीं कुछ भी सोच लिया. See, there is a law of karma that plays a role here. जैसे हम सब ने बचपन से सुना है, क्या सुना है? जैसी करनी वैसी भरनी, जैसा सोचोगे वैसा बन जाओगे. ये हम सब ने सुना हुआ है ना बचपन से. तो सोचो, जैसा सोचोगे वैसा बन जाओगे. What you think so you will be. तो ऐसा हमने कितना सुना हुआ है. अभी now is the time for us to learn to think right, to think positive, to think value-based. In every thought of ours, let's have a very high quality thought so that our feelings will be great. And when thoughts and feelings are great, our emotions will be under control. Our emotions will be strong emotions. We will not fail in our emotions. We will not have weak emotions. So when we are in this state of mind, what goes out from us will be empowering others as well. So now is the time to learn, practice myself first, and then share the same thing with the other person, whether it is our students, children, family, teachers, our colleagues, whoever it is, then we will be able to empower. This empowerment is a big seva that is required in today's times. तो हम सब सेवा करने के लिए तैयार हैं? क्या ये सेवा करने के लिए तैयार है? अगर आप तैयार हैं तो बता सकते हैं, हाथ ऐसे उठाकर बता सकते हैं. तैयार है? तो सबसे पहले अन्य की सेवा करने से पहले जो सेवा कर रहा है उसकी खुद की सेवा पहले होनी चाहिए। तो स्व सेवा से विश्व सेवा अपने आप हो जाती है, क्योंकि इफ आई एम पॉजिटिव इन माय थॉट्स एंड वर्ड्स एंड कर्मा, व्हाट गोज आउट फ्रॉम मी, दूसरों को बहुत सुख मिलेगा, दूसरों को शक्ति मिलेगी। आपने देखा है ना, कभी कभी कोई लोग ऐसा कहते हैं, आपसे मिलकर हमको बहुत अच्छा लगता है, आपको देखने से मुझे बहुत शांति मिलती है, आपसे दो बोल हम बात कर लेते हैं ना, हमें बहुत हिम्मत आ जाती है। होता है ऐसा ना? तो इसका मतलब कुछ ना कुछ हमसे किसी को पॉजिटिव मिलते रहना चाहिए, गिफ्ट मिलते रहना चाहिए। एंजल्स कभी खाली हाथ नहीं आते हैं ना, एंजल्स हमेशा किसी न किसी को कुछ ना कुछ दे देते हैं। तो इसलिए आप अपना ऐसा माइंडसेट रखेंगे, तो जब आप इस माइंडसेट के साथ, इस स्टेट ऑफ माइंड के साथ जब आप पढ़ाएंगे या कोई भी कार्य करेंगे, तो व्हाट विल गो आउट विल बी वेरी 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 इफेक्टिव, and there will be less challenges on the way, right? फिर उसके बाद आप देखो, अभी जो हम वोकेबलरी यूज करते हैं, हाँ, we all know that the time today that we are experiencing, it is slightly different, right? Different than what we used to have earlier. But tell me, one is to say this is different time, and the other is to say it's a difficult time. Let's not say again and again, it's a difficult time. It's a difficult time. Again, this is a depleter. Let's always believe, let's always take it as, yes, it is different. हाँ, पहले जैसा नहीं है, अलग जरूर है, पर आगे चल के और बदल के ठीक हो जाएगा. That's the shift that we have to make. Even in our words that we speak to people, it's a different time. It's not difficult. क्योंकि बार बार जब हम कहते हैं it's difficult time, then what is the energy that we are sending out to people? What we are sending out is, yes, it's difficult. Yes, it's difficult. So the whole vibration of the world, the entire world is saying it is difficult, this is difficult. So the vibrations become very, very of low frequency. Secondly, Acha, now what do we do in order to change or in order to energize our vibrations? Let's do an experiment for a week. Are you all ready to do some homework? I know you all give homework, but let's take a small homework from this session today, right? Are we all ready for a small homework with ourselves? Okay, so we will try one thing for a week's time. What are we going to try is, whatever I'm going to think, whatever I'm going to speak, it all has to be high vibrations, right? हाँ, कोई अगर कहता है ना, पता नहीं क्या होगा, पता नहीं क्या होने वाला है, नहीं नहीं, सब हो जाएगा ठीक, चिंता नहीं करो. At least you can speak, right? If I have to think right, I can start speaking right, and then it goes deep within me, and then I'll start thinking right as well. And then vice versa. If I start thinking right, my words will always come out with high vibrations. It will always be right words that I can have with high vibrations. So let's try for this for 1 week. Whatever I think, whatever I speak should be of high vibrations. Are we all ready for it? Not even one single word, not even one single thought I am going to speak or think which is going to deplete my battery. Are we all ready for it? And you will see the miracles happening. I'm telling you, you will see the miracles happening. See, angels are famous for miracles, right? People all know that they have a magic stick. Hai na? So we are all angels for the world. We are serving people. We are here to serve. Teachers are supposed to serve. So how can we serve? So this is the best way we can serve. आप देखना, जैसे ही, ऐसे कहते हैं ना, जो चीज जितनी ज्यादा चमकती है उसके आसपास बहुत लोग अट्रैक्ट हो जाते हैं. ऐसे ही अगर हमारे वाइब्रेशंस बहुत अच्छी चमक वाले होंगे, क्लियर होंगे, क्लीन होंगे, पॉजिटिव होंगे, हाई वाइब्रेशंस होंगे, ऑटोमेटिकली द स्टूडेंट्स विल कम एंड वुड लाइक टू इंटरेक्ट विद यू, would like to talk to you, would like to learn from you, would like to see your face and interact with you and learn from you, share with you. That will start happening. So now with this mindset, let's fix for 1 week. I am going to think, I'm not going to be part of any low vibrational thoughts, low vibrational energy, and low vibrational conversations. Why I'm saying this is, see, can we afford to be having a low vibrational energy today? Can we? No. Why? Why not? Because, see, if the world is supposed vibrating at a frequency of 30 to 40, say, let's say, for example, if the world's frequency today is 30 to 40, and for example, if I am feeling, I have my energy field at 50, suppose, though I am better off from the world, I'm not as bad as world, I'm slightly better than the world, I still have some amount of positivity, but I'm very close to the global environment. And there is always a risk of me getting pulled to the global environment because I'm very, very close to it and not at a distance on the level of the vibrations. जैसे ग्राउंड फ्लोर में अगर कोई प्रॉब्लम होती है तो फर्स्ट फ्लोर वाले व्यक्ति को, हालांकि वो ग्राउंड पर नहीं है, लेकिन जो फर्स्ट फ्लोर में व्यक्ति रहते हैं उनको सबसे पहले असर होता है ग्राउंड फ्लोर में कुछ भी प्रॉब्लम होती है, दिक्कत होती है तो। लेकिन अगर हम 8th फ्लोर में रहते हैं, 9th फ्लोर में रहते हैं, तो ग्राउंड फ्लोर में कुछ भी होता है उनको इतना फर्क नहीं पड़ता है. So now is the time for us to be at a very, very high vibration. We have to energize our focus on energizing our field of energy. We have to energize ourselves so much that we have to vibrate at a very, very high level, high frequency. थोड़ा सा पॉजिटिविटी है, अब वो काम नहीं करेगा. थोड़ी पॉजिटिविटी, थोड़ा बहुत स्ट्रेंथ, थोड़ा बहुत मनसा शक्ति, it will not work. Even if it is working till today, it may or may not work in the coming days. Because we are very, very close to the world's environment. So it's very, very important for us to practice, to learn ourselves to be at a very highly positively charged state of mind. How can we do that? One, high vibrational thoughts, feelings and words. और दूसरा, हम क्या कर सकते हैं, कुछ चीजें. अच्छा, मान लीजिए आपका मन स्वीकार नहीं कर रहा है इस बात के लिए कि हम, अच्छा ऐसे थोड़ी होता है, ऐसे कहने से थोड़ी हो जाएगा, ऐसे कैसे हो जाएगा, इतनी जल्दी वाइब्रेशंस बदल जाएं, ऐसे कैसे हम पॉजिटिव हो जाएं ऐसे वातावरण में रहने के बाद भी. अच्छा, अपने आप से पूछना. Now the next question that I can ask my mind, okay, whatever I'm feeling today, if I'm feeling hurt, suppose, if I have the feeling of anger in myself for any reason, if I am hurt, I am angry, I am upset, I'm not liking certain things, I'm not liking the way things are happening. So, okay, these kind of feelings, let's ask ourselves, how long? How long I would like to feel the same way that I'm feeling today? Ask yourself. And your intellect has to answer this question of your mind. कितना समय? देखिए, आखिर बहुत सारी परिस्थितियां जीवन में ऐसी आती हैं जब परिस्थितियां बहुत लंबा समय जब ठीक नहीं होती है ना, कोई परिस्थिति, कोई सिचुएशन जब लंबा समय ठीक नहीं होती है, तो हम क्या करते हैं, अपने को चेंज करते हैं. भाई ये तो चेंज होने वाले नहीं है, मुझे ही अपने को चेंज करना पड़ेगा. हम चेंज होते हैं, लेकिन बहुत समय, एनर्जी, शक्ति, संकल्प लगाने के बाद हम कहते हैं इसमें तो चेंज होना नहीं है, मैं ही बदल देती हूँ तभी चीजें ठीक होने वाली है. बदलना तो मुझे उस समय भी था, बदलना मुझे अभी भी है, मुझे ही बदलना है. तो क्यों ना मैं पहले से थोड़ा सा मेहनत कर लूं, ताकि इतना टाइम वेस्ट ना हो, मेरी फीलिंग्स इतनी खराब ना हो, मेरे थॉट्स इतने वेस्ट ना हो. एक चीज हमें बहुत याद रखना है, और मैं पर्सनली अपने जीवन में ये देखती हूँ कि हमारे संकल्पों में बहुत ताकत है, बहुत ताकत है। हमारे विचारों के एक खजाना है, इट्स अ ट्रेजर, लेट्स नॉट वेस्ट इट। अगर कोई हमारे पास कोई बात लेकर के आता है ना, सबसे पहले उसकी क्वालिटी चेक करना है। क्या करना है? सबसे पहले उसको 3 बातों से चेक करना है। क्या वो सत्य हो सकता है? दूसरा, क्या वो मेरी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है? तीसरा, क्या वो मेरे कंट्रोल में है? इज इट माई इज इट ट्रूथ? डू आई नो इट्स ट्रू? सेकेंडली, इज इट माई रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी? थर्ड, इज इट इन माई कंट्रोल? कैन आई डू समथिंग अबाउट इट? अगर आपकी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है किसी बात में, तो सारी शक्ति लगाकर मुझे उसको एड्रेस करके आई हैव टू मूव ऑन। बट if there is something that is coming to you in daily life, and you know and you don't know that it is true or not, and neither it is your direct responsibility, nor you have a direct control over it. There are many things that we come to hear, we get to listen to, we get to face, but we know that it is not my direct responsibility, and neither it is in my control. So what do I do with that? I have to let it pass by. जाने दो, उसके पीछे अपने संकल्पों को यूज नहीं करना है। जैसे क्या होता है, अक्सर करके लोग आते हैं कुछ वेस्ट, कुछ नेगेटिव, थोड़ा मिक्स 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 हमारे पास कुछ बातें लेकर आते हैं, या पता चलता है हमें। तो जब बातें पता चलती हैं तो हम उसको मन में चलाते हैं। मन में चलाने के बाद फिर कोई अगर सामने आता है, या फोन पर हम किसी से बात करते हैं, तो फिर उनसे डिस्कशन भी कौन सा होगा? जो हमारे माइंड में है। डिस्कशन करने के बाद हम कहते हैं छोड़ो ना, हमें क्या लेना देना। छोड़ते तो तब भी हैं, लेकिन अपनी एनर्जी, शक्ति वेस्ट करने के बाद। ऐसे हम बहुत सारी बातें छोड़ते हैं, लेकिन पहले उसको प्रोसेस करने के बाद छोड़ते हैं, जिसकी कोई आवश्यकता नहीं थी। और बार बार अपने मन में ऐसी बातों को चलाना जिससे हमारा कोई खास काम नहीं है, जो हमारी डायरेक्ट रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी नहीं है, जो हमारा एरिया ऑफ इन्फ्लुएंस नहीं है, ऐसी बातों को बार बार चलाते रहना, बार बार मन बुद्धि में चलाना, ये हमारे को, हमारी शक्तियों को डिप्लीट करता है। जैसे आप देखो, बार बार व्हाट्सएप करते हैं ना, चेक करते हैं ना, वी टेंड टू चेक ऑलमोस्ट एवरी मिनट, कुछ आया तो नहीं, कुछ आया तो नहीं, कुछ आया तो नहीं। जबकि हमें पता है, we have a fixed group of people, fixed number of people who keep on sending, and we know that they're not going to send anything urgent right now. We fairly have an idea about it, but we keep checking, kuch aaya to nahi. Aur aise hi Facebook, I'm not saying we should not use these, we should use it, but let's not misuse this. Too much of it will occupy my mind's space, and too much of it will tend to deplete me. So we have to pay a little attention over it also. तो इसलिए हमें एक हफ्ता एक तो ये प्रैक्टिस करना है, और दूसरी बात, see what is the need of the hour today. Leave aside what people are talking, leave aside what is happening right now, leave aside everything for a moment, and then think what is the need right now, what is the need of the hour. Peace and power is the need of the hour today. So do I have peace in my mind? If yes, fine, I am good to go. But if I don't have peace, if I am peaceless, even little bit today because of any reason, then I should be making some effort to bring back the peace into my mind. And Raj Yoga meditation helps a big deal in keeping the mind calm, peaceful. Every day, little bit of meditation practice will help you to keep your mind peaceful and powerful. It is said that a peaceful mind is a powerful mind. Some people think that peace is what, leave everything aside and go to jungles and go to mountains. That is peace? No, that's not peace. When the mind is peaceful, we tend to take better decisions. When the mind is peaceful, We take quick, wise, spinning, and correct decisions. When the mind is peaceful, we are more active. When the mind is peaceful, we are more cooperative, supportive, participative. When the peace is absent in our mind, nothing of these is possible. We are less active. A peaceless mind, a person's peaceless mind, if they are peaceless, then they will be less active. They can't be supportive all the time. They will not be participative. They will have a quitting attitude. So peace is power. And anywhere, anytime in life, if we are experiencing peacelessness, please make an effort to bring back that peace into the mind again, because we cannot do without it in this world. And Raj Yoga meditation, I tell you, has been my personal experiences that, even if I've been studying, I was working, I've had the kind of environment you all have in the working life. So I have seen that it has helped me a big deal in keeping myself strong and then dealing with situations and people. When my mind's position is very, very strong, it helps me to deal with situations. See, there is a scenario when I have a mind which is not very peaceful. I have a mind which is upset. I have a mind which is full of fear. With this kind of a mind, I'm dealing with situations and people. And the other scenario is, I have a mind which is more peaceful. I have a mind which is more happy. I have a mind, yes, there are difficulties. I know, I understand there are difficulties. I understand there are challenges. But that I'm bad, my feelings are better, and my vibrations are also better. With that state of mind, if I try and deal with situations and people, which scenario will be better? Of course, the latter one, right? So it is me. See, what is the need of the hour is, in challenging times, in different times, what is required is a powerful me. A powerful me. Now, when we say me, what does it mean? The self. And the self means my mind. हम तिलक या बिंदी लगाते हैं ना, कहाँ लगाते हैं? मस्तक के बीच में हमेशा लगाते हैं। और हमेशा हम कोई भी कार्यक्रम का शुभारंभ करते हैं तो दीपक जगाते हैं। आज भी हमने किया ना, लैंप लाइटिंग किया था शुरू में। तो रोशनी का, प्रकाश का, तिलक का क्या महत्व है? क्योंकि आप सोचो, 4 to 6 फीट का हम सबका बॉडी है। हम कहीं पर भी तिलक या बिंदी लगा सकते थे, लेकिन हम कहाँ लगाते हैं? Invariably, we apply tilak and bindi here, right in the middle of the forehead. Do you know why? We don't do anything just like that without any reason. No, because जब हमें ट्रेडिशंस, ये प्रथाएं, ये नियम जब दिए गए थे निभाने के लिए, तो ये इसलिए दिया गया था, इंसान कभी ये भूल न जाए। इस सिंबल को अप्लाई करते करते, अलग अलग रिलीजन्स में अलग अलग प्रथाएं हैं, लेकिन सभी रिलीजन्स में ये माना जाता है, हमारे अंदर एक नूर है, हमारे अंदर एक आत्मिक शक्ति है, हमारे अंदर एक ऊर्जा शक्ति है। तो वो जो ऊर्जा शक्ति है, कोई उसको सोल कहते हैं, कोई उसको इनेट एनर्जी कहते हैं, कोई स्पिरिट कहते हैं, कोई लाइट कहते हैं। सो दिस लाइट resides here. You must have seen Lord Brahma Kumari is often indicating here. Now this I would like to show, if you can please allow me to share a few screens. I would like to show a couple of slides. Okay. Here. Now there is a small screen that I would like you to see, that there is this beautiful light within all of us, the divine light. And this divine light has got 3 powers. Man, intellect, man arthat mind, बुद्धि अर्थात इंटेलेक्ट, संस्कार तीसरी शक्ति है। अब देखिए, मन का मतलब क्या होता है? अगर हम किसी से आज पूछें कि मन किसको कहते हैं या मन कहाँ पर है आपका, तो अक्सर लोग कहते हैं मन यहाँ है, लेकिन ये तो दिल है ना। देयर इज अ डिफरेंस बिटवीन अ हार्ट एंड अ माइंड। मन माइंड को कहते हैं, और माइंड, अच्छा किसी से इंग्लिश में पूछो माइंड कहाँ है तो लोग कहते हैं यहाँ है, लेकिन ये माइंड नहीं है, ये तो ब्रेन है ना। तो देखिए, आत्मा के अंदर, इस रूह की शक्ति के अंदर, इस ऊर्जा शक्ति के अंदर 3 शक्तियां काम करती हैं। मन की शक्ति अर्थात पावर ऑफ माइंड। हार्ट is an organ within the physical body. Its function is different. It's required to run the body. But mind is the subtle power of within the soul, within that energy. Anything and everything related to this physical body will always be physical. You can touch and see. But देखिए, जैसे आप हार्ट का ऑपरेशन कर सकते हैं, माइंड का कोई ऑपरेशन नहीं होता है, राइट? यू कैन सर्च। ऐसे ही इंटेलेक्ट इज द सेकंड पावर विद इन द सोल। आप किसी से पूछो आपकी बुद्धि कहाँ है, तो अक्सर लोग कहते हैं यहाँ है। दिस इज नॉट बुद्धि, दिस इज ब्रेन, मस्तिष्क। बुद्धि इज अगेन अ पावर, mind is a power, buddhi is a power, sanskar is a power that this power has in it. So I have to take care of this soul so that my entire life is taken care of. जैसे एक वृक्ष होता है ना, वृक्ष को अगर हरा भरा करना हो, if you have to really see a plant or a tree flourishing well, so you don't have to water every leaf of that tree. You just have to water the roots. ऐसे ही हमारे जीवन में हमें अलग अलग बहुत सारे पत्ते हैं। रिलेशंस को संभालना एक अलग लीफ है, कंसंट्रेशन बनाना एक अलग लीफ है, एकाग्रता बढ़ाना एक अलग लीफ है, या स्ट्रेस को मैनेज करना एक अलग। these are leaves in our, these are different aspects of life. We don't have to address it separately each time, and that is not possible also. Lekin what we have to do is take care of the mind, take care of your soul. It will automate, the soul knows how to take care of the feelings, of the thoughts. If I'm taking care of the roots, then the soul knows how to live a beautiful, happy and strengthened life. So I have to take care of the self. Self means this energy. और ये जितना प्रकाशित होगा, जितना एनलाइटेंड होगा, जितना ज्ञान की शक्ति से, ज्ञान के प्रकाश से, see, knowledge is a light, love is a light, bliss is a light, peace is a light. So do I have that light here? या लाइट चली जाती है कभी कभी? हाँ, तो ये वाली लाइट हमेशा हमारे अंदर जागती ज्योत बनकर जलती रहे। इसी प्रकार से अभी हम बात करते हैं कि हमारा जो मन और बुद्धि रूपी बच्चा है, we have 2 children. One is the mind and the other is the intellect. These two are 2 children for us, right? So if the immunity, see, suppose if the immunity of the kids are not good, what will happen is that kids will catch the infections very fast. Likewise, the infections today are fear is an infection, anxiety is an infection, fear of uncertainty is an infection, depression is an infection, anger, frustration, stress, all these are infections. And if I want to stay away from it, what I need to be doing is my emotional immunity has to be very, very high. अब हम अपनी इम्यूनिटी को बहुत अच्छा बनाकर रखें। कैसे हम अपनी इनर सोल की इम्यूनिटी को बढ़ाकर रखें? अपने मन को ऊर्जावान बनाकर रखें। और मन को ऊर्जावान हम कैसे बना सकते हैं? जैसे इसका आंसर है, देखिए, जो मनुष्य की आत्मा होती है ना, मनुष्य की आत्मा कहते हैं सतो प्रधान होती है। आपने कभी शायद ये शब्द सुना हो, कभी सुना हो कि इंसान की रूह 7 गुणों से बनी हुई होती है। Human soul is made up of 7 basic qualities: knowledge, purity, happiness, peace, bliss, love, and power. So, knowledge, purity अर्थात ज्ञान, पवित्रता, सुख, शांति, आनंद, प्रेम और शक्ति। इसीलिए बहुत सारे जो हम गुणों से बने हुए हैं, उन गुणों, वही गुण हमारी इम्यूनिटी है। तो उस इम्यूनिटी को हमें ध्यान रखना है। लाइफ में कभी भी इनमें से किसी भी गुण की अगर कमी आती है तो क्या होता है कि हम लाइफ में डिस्कम्फर्ट महसूस करेंगे। अगर हमारे मन में शांति की कभी कमी आई, मन बहुत अशांत है। अच्छा, कई लोग कहते हैं थोड़ा देर के लिए क्या हम सोचना बंद नहीं कर सकते हैं? कई लोग ऐसा कहते हैं, हमारा मन इतना चलता है, हमारा मन इतना चलता है, हम इतना सोचते हैं, रात को नींद भी नहीं आती है आजकल सोच सोच करके। तो क्या हम थोड़ा देर के लिए सोचना बंद नहीं कर सकते हैं? आपको पता है, सोचना बंद करने की जरूरत नहीं है, वो हो भी नहीं सकता है। लेकिन सोचना, इंसान कभी भी सोचने से परेशान नहीं होते हैं, ज्यादा सोचने से परेशान होते हैं। कभी भी हम सोचने से परेशान नहीं होते हैं, ज्यादा सोचने से परेशान होते हैं। तो वो जो ज्यादा है ना, उसको ठीक करना है, और उसको ठीक करना संभव है, संभव है। With regular practice of Rajyoga meditation, it is very much possible that we are able to keep the quality of our thoughts right. So my humble suggestion will be, if you can learn meditation, even if it is online, do learn meditation and daily practice meditation at least for some time. Right? चलिए, अब हम बात करते हैं, जब हम इमोशनल इम्यूनिटी की बात कर रहे थे, तो क्या हम ऐसा करें कि जिससे हमारी इमोशनल इम्यूनिटी स्ट्रॉन्ग हो जाए, अच्छी हो जाए? क्या हम ऐसा करें? तो बाद में क्या होगा, फ्यूचर कैसा होने वाला है, ये पैंडेमिक क्या रूप लेने वाला है, वो तो बात की बात है। What is required now is to think right now, is what is needed today. Can we do that? Can we do that? And secondly, what do I need to do in order to be emotionally very, very strong? Acha, tell me, how many of you, by raising your hand, how many of you want your children to be emotionally strong? I'm sure all of you. I'm sure all of you. See, we all want our children to be emotionally strong. Tell me, are we strong emotionally? Do you think you are emotionally strong enough? क्योंकि जब तक जो हम अपने बच्चों में भरना चाहते हैं, जो हम अपने बच्चों को देना चाहते हैं, वो जब हमारे अंदर नहीं होगा तो उन तक पहुंचेगा नहीं। तो हमें क्या करना पड़ेगा? इमोशनली स्ट्रांग होना है। तो उसके लिए क्या करेंगे? इमोशनली स्ट्रांग का मतलब इमोशनली पॉजिटिव होना। मतलब अगर हम थॉट्स में पॉजिटिव हैं तो हम इमोशनली स्ट्रांग तो होंगे ही। तो थॉट्स में पॉजिटिविटी को बनाए रखने के लिए हमें कुछ बातों का ध्यान रखना है। जैसे सुबह सुबह जब आप उठते हैं, हमारी इमोशनल जो स्टेट है वो कैसे बनती है, इमोशनल इम्यूनिटी कैसे बिल्ड होती है? जो हम पढ़ते हैं, what we read, what we see, what we practice, what we learn, what we see, what we read, what we absorb will ultimately lead to my emotional immunity, will impact my emotional immunity. So what I see, what I observe, what I read, it has to be perfectly positive. Because कहते हैं garbage in, garbage out. What is the quality of your input? You can understand what will be the quality of your output. So the input quality has to be right in order to have a better mind. So please, let's all pay a little attention to whatever we see the entire day, whatever. Don't keep seeing the news all the time. We don't need the news all the time. One time in the entire day, if you get to at least read the highlights, visuals have a bigger impact on our minds. So let's not do that for some time. For some time, please refrain from doing that, because that is what is depleting us today. I'm seeing people watching news and bombardment of news people are seeing today regularly throughout the day with visuals, it is impacting people's minds. I'm seeing people who are very well off, have all the kind of facilities that they are blessed with. They have very good people in their relations. They have everything good, but then there is a fear that is taking roots in their minds. And the reason is somewhere we are trying to follow with our mind the current situation, what is happening and what is being bombarded with. Let's not do that. दूसरा, अगर कोई बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट न्यूज होगी तो वैसे भी आपको कोई ना कोई तो बता ही देगा ना, तो इसलिए बहुत ज्यादा फॉलो नहीं करना है. वन, अर्ली इन द मॉर्निंग, लेट्स नॉट बिगिन लाइक वी ऑलवेज से, जैसे खाली पेट में बादाम खाया जाता है, खाली पेट में ड्राई फ्रूट्स खाया जाता है, खाली पेट में कहते हैं कि ऐसी चीजें खाओ जो खुराक वाली चीजें हैं, जो आपको ताकत देने वाली चीजें हैं. ऐसे ही जब हम सुबह सुबह उठते हैं तो उस समय हमारा मन रिलेटिवली खाली होता है, सारे दिन के मुकाबले उस समय हमारा मन खाली होता है. तो मन को जो ब्रेकफास्ट देना है, लेट इट बी न्यूट्रिशियस, लेट इट बी फिल्ड विद पॉजिटिविटी. तो सुबह सुबह उठने के बाद आप जो सुन रहे हैं, आप जो देख रहे हैं, प्लीज पे अटेंशन टू इट. और 1 घंटा तक, उठने के 1 घंटे तक, either you can engage yourself in your prayers, in your chantings, in meditation. If you can do that, nothing like it. Let's do that with a nice song, nice divine song, devotional songs. If you can start your day with that, your state of mind will be ready for the entire day. It will be charged for the entire day. See, we are charging so many things in the day today. We charge our phones, we charge our iPads, we charge our power banks, we charge so many electronic gadgets these days before we start our day for the work. But one thing, that power which is going to use all these gadgets is our mind, and we are not charging that for the day. So it's very, very important that in addition to charging all this, in fact, I would say the very first thing that needs charging is the mind. Now, what do I need to do to charge the mind? To charge the mind is start your day with something very, very positive. Make sure that you give the right kind of breakfast to the mind, which is going to add up to your emotional immunity. Number one. Secondly, throughout the day, when you're, okay, now after morning, after first hour of the morning, then you might have to cook, or you might have to get something for cooking, or you might have to arrange something. You may or may not be involved directly in cooking, but somewhere you're involved in the cooking process. Let's make sure, while the cooking is being done at your house, whether you cook or not cook, but when you're cooking or you're indirectly involved in the cooking while cooking process is on, there is positive vibrations in the home, in the house, in the kitchen especially. जैसे हम जल्दी जल्दी ये करो, वो करो, जल्दी करो, ऐसे करो, टाइम हो गया, ऐसे नहीं हो गया. तो this is the energy if that is going into the food. या फिर अगर माताएं खाना बनाती हैं, भोजन बनाते हैं, फीमेल्स घर में, अगर ये कह रहे हैं बच्चे आजकल सुनते ही नहीं, बच्चे आजकल सुनते ही नहीं, ऐसा करते वैसा करते हैं, आजकल तो क्या हो गया है, अगर इन थॉट्स के साथ हम भोजन बनाएंगे, आप देखना वो नहीं सुनेंगे, क्योंकि भोजन उनके अंदर वही जा रहा है जो आपने दिया है. आप जो भोजन में डालेंगे वो उनको पहुंचेगा. तो इसलिए विशेष जब आप भोजन बनाते हैं, जिस समय आपके घर में भोजन बन रहा है, उस समय या तो कोई अच्छी डिवोशनल सॉन्ग्स हो, चैंटिंग हो, या आप मेडिटेशन सीख करके मेडिटेशन करते हुए ईश्वर की याद में, उस परमात्मा शक्ति की याद में अच्छा भोजन बना सकते हैं. तो क्या होगा, एक तो उसका स्वाद बहुत अच्छा होगा, और दूसरा वो एम्पावर करने में मदद करेगा, क्योंकि वो हाई वाइब्रेशनल होगा और वो प्रसाद कहलाएगा. आप बताइए, 3 टाइम प्रसाद बनाने को किसी ने मना किया क्या? सिर्फ साल में एक बार जगराता होता है तभी मनाना चाहिए क्या प्रसाद? नहीं ना. तो अपने स्टूडेंट्स देखो, जो आपके बच्चे हैं वही किसी के स्टूडेंट हैं, जो किसी के बच्चे हैं वही आपके स्टूडेंट हैं. तो स्टूडेंट्स को, बच्चों को और परिवार को और किसी को भी एक ऐसा भोजन स्वीकार करना चाहिए आज के समय में। और मैं समझती हूँ कोशिश हमारी ये होनी चाहिए जो फूड भी हम ले रहे हैं उसकी वाइब्रेशंस भी बहुत अच्छी हो, और सबसे पहले वो इम्पोर्टेंट है वो सात्विक हो। सात्विक माना एक ऐसा भोजन जो हमारे सातों गुणों को वृद्धि करने में मदद करे, हमारे ज्ञान, पवित्रता, सुख, शांति, आनंद, प्रेम और शक्ति को बढ़ाने में मदद कर सके, ऐसा सात्विक भोजन हो। वेजिटेरियन फूड हो। थोड़ा समय आप ट्राई करके देखिए, आपके मन के थॉट्स में बहुत अच्छे परिवर्तन आने लग जाएंगे। फिर उसके देखिए, हम अगर लो वाइब्रेशनल फूड खाते हैं और फिर कहते हैं पॉजिटिव थिंकिंग होना चाहिए, लेकिन द इमोशंस दैट वी हैव कंज्यूम्ड इज नॉट टू दैट frequency, it is contradicting to that frequency, then how can we ensure to think right, to experience peace, to experience power? It's not possible. So try it out for some time and then you see for yourself. So one is start your day with something positive. The other is have a food which is cooked, which is whether you've bought ingredients for it, you've bought vegetables, you've bought whatever was needed for it with the good thoughts, and you have cooked with good thoughts in the right kind of mindset, and you're serving with the very high vibrational thoughts and feelings, with love and with compassion, you're serving it, then you will see that that food will also empower the mind. It will not only empower the body, but will also help impacting the mind positively. And the third thing will be, let's remove depleters that we have already talked about. And now what is the need is, one is, what are the depleters? In the depleters series, when we talked about depleters, one is, I have to think right, not think wrong about anybody. Can I do this for some day, 1 week? I should not think wrong about anybody. Refrain the self by doing that, because that is again a depleter. क्योंकि क्या होता है, एक के बारे में हम कुछ गलत सोचते हैं ना, अब एक व्यक्ति तो नहीं है, जीवन में पता नहीं कितने लोग होते हैं, तो the number of thoughts will multiply, which again will act as a depleter for us. One is thinking wrong for anybody, thinking negative. Second, complaining about the current situation is a depleter. Never ever complain about anything. Accept the reality. Let's accept. Let's have that power. Let's develop the power to accept what is reality and be ready to make efforts to come across that situation and come through with that situation. So complaining is another depleter. Then again, we have to actually stop depleting conversations, because we know that we have to have a mind which is going to be ready for the next day. So a mind which has to be ready for the next day with all the enthusiasm and zeal, for that I have to have a non-depleted mind. That means an empowered mind. So no conversation which is going to deplete me or the other soul. Let's practice this for 1 week. Because we are saying that we have to build our emotional immunity. And there is one more thing I'd like to highlight here. You know, again and again creating a thought saying, it's not enough what we are doing. It's not reaching to the child. बच्चों को ये पूरा नहीं पड़ेगा, इससे बच्चों का डेवलपमेंट नहीं होगा, बच्चे इससे मानसिक रीति से ठीक से ग्रो नहीं कर पाएंगे, पता नहीं उनका फ्यूचर क्या होगा. Let's not create these thoughts, because then we are actually blocking the right kind of energy to reach them. So let's have a positive thought. Why will it not reach? They will grow. They will, at least we are sending out the right kind of vibrations, and then we are sitting and teaching them. That will empower them. So let's accept the reality and stop complaining about the current situation. क्योंकि कहा जाता है संकल्प से सिद्धि होती है. संकल्प से सिद्धि होती है। मतलब our thoughts have such power to manifest itself. Our thoughts have such power to manifest. जो हम बार बार सोचेंगे ना, वो सिद्ध होगा, चाहे वो अच्छा है चाहे बुरा है। इसलिए अब हमें ये देखना है कि हमें वो सोचना है जो हम चाहते हैं कि हो। I have to think and speak what I want to be the reality. I should not be thinking and speaking what I don't want it to be a reality. Right? So that is one thing we have to, जैसे कहा कि संकल्प से सिद्धि और संकल्प से सृष्टि भी रची जाती है। अर्थात what I think, so will be my world as well. So with these some thoughts, I would like to wind up here, and in case we have some questions, we can take up. If you have
Amazing.
any questions. Thank you
Amazing.
so much.
Amazing, BK Kamlaji. I think it was so empowering. As you said, today we are all. Today, it was a wonderful and mind-blowing session, and the key outcome is so many. I can just narrate few. Of course, Kamla Didi ji has said we are all angels here today, and angels here, angels are empowered. Angels will be empowering, and angels should have the thoughts every day should be very, very positive. Believe me, very absolutely correctly, it is said everyone should have peace in mind. And peace in mind only can happen when you think positive. Three things, as it is said: think right, never think wrong. It's absolutely, if something is doing, somebody is doing wrong also, you can make it correct then only. So we need to think always right, and you need to accept the reality. That is also true. Yes, this is something a very fact which Didi said, and stop depleting the conversation. Then only you can have a you can say a empowered mind. So very, very true. And these are the facts of the hour. We all need to imbibe with these. And spiritual being believed to, those who are spiritual, they are believed that they are the messengers of God. Angels is defined as such. They are the, you all educators, it was so terrible. I think the first time the definition has been given to all educators and an angel, you're all the messenger of God, because you are dealing small kids. We are all dealing small kids. We are dealing educators. As such, we are all the messengers of God. Truly said, Didi. I'm so thankful to you for your wonderful enlightening session, everyone we had. Of course, your session will have a lot of takeaways and a lot of inputs. 1 hour sessions is very, very insufficient, I can understand, but in the days to come, I will request you again to come into this platform and share with all educators. It's a token of love from our side. Before we wind up, of course, it's a small token.
Thank you.
Love towards from our foundation from the south. बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. We have three questions taken up. We have taken up three specific school leader. One is Dr. Seli Bhutani. We have Dr. Pratiksha Dixit and Mr. J.K. Agrawal. So I'd request the first question to be asked by Dr. Seli Bhutani. Ma'am, if at all you're able to hear, over to you for your question.
Thank you so much, sir. First of all, my warm regards to Sister Kamla ji. And I'm Dr. Shelly Bhutani. I'm an educator and must say very well profound, magical and enlightening session, sister. It was really, really powerful, inspiring and mind relaxing. I feel this time I feel so much energetic, positive after listening your session. My heartful gratitude to you. Your advice really touched my heart. Appreciated session. With deep regards, I want to ask from you that we all have respect for our families, colleagues, for everyone, right? But sometimes our language does not reflect that level of respect, and we need to be more careful and precise in the language. So we use when talking with them how we can give sometimes that control to our language of respect, sister. Please enlighten on this question, please.
See, we are talking about the language means the words, right?
Yeah.
And sometimes we have, it is so challenging to always keep the words right with people,
Yes.
right? And we so much pay attention not to speak any wrong word in front of this person, otherwise things will go haywire. So there is so much stress even on that front today. So before, see, words are secondary. The first is the thought. So the seed, the thoughts are said to be the seed, and words are the result of what we think here. What we think here, that will be the same quality what I speak here. So if I want to change my words to always be appropriate, good, positive, and not hurting and empowering, then I have to make sure to check the quality of my thoughts. Suppose if I'm interacting with somebody in my family, suppose, but I have to interact with the same person day in, day out, every day. But you know, the kind of equation that I have with that person sometimes may or may not be that very smooth. Then I have to pay a lot of attention. So instead of paying attention to the words, I have to really pay attention to what I think about that person. देखिए, हमारे मुख से कोई चीज ऐसे ही कभी नहीं निकल सकती। कभी कभी हम कहते हैं ना, मेरे मुख से निकल गया, सॉरी आई डिडंट मीन इट। एक्चुअली दैट्स नॉट द केस। मुख से वो तभी निकल सकता है जब हमारे मन में वो बात होती है। तो अगर मुझे मुख के वर्ड्स को ठीक रखना है, ऑलवेज एप्रोप्रिएट रखना है, पॉजिटिव रखना है, नॉन हर्टिंग रखना है, एम्पावरिंग रखना है, ठीक रखना है, तो आई हैव टू एंश्योर टू keep my thoughts right about that person. And if I don't have the right kind of thoughts about that person, then there will always be a risk of, you know, speaking out something which is not very, very, you know, liked or preferred. So to be able to have control over my words, I have to check the quality of my thoughts and change it. The change has to happen here. This is by default, it will happen. So this is the result. I don't have a control over any result, but the effort that is bringing that result, I have to make effort here.
Thank you so much. Thanks a lot.
Shelly ma'am, efforts to be in thoughts, right?
Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
Fantastic answer. Let me now request Dr. Pratiksha Dikshit. Ma'am, over to you for your question.
थैंक यू सो मच सर। सबसे पहले प्रणाम कमला दीदी। And the session was really absolutely superb, and all of us genuinely enjoyed each and every moment. We learned a lot because the theme and the content which was specially designed by Nayak sir today is really mind-blowing, informative and incredibly useful, especially during this pandemic time for all of us. And I'm sure that everyone will be having a long-lasting impact of it in our mind. Thank you so much, Didi, because your insightful words about Sankalp, that is, I can say, कुछ कर गुजरने के लिए मौसम नहीं मन चाहिए, साधन सभी जुट जाएंगे, संकल्प का धन चाहिए. So very rightly said, Didi, and we have imbibed your thoughts into our mind today, and definitely we are going to follow it. And coming up to my query, one doubt I have, Didi, in my mind, you know, our subconscious mind, it is a powerful data bank which is storing all the things, a kind of secondary system which is running our many of the activities, almost all the activities of our life. For example, it stores our memories, our previous experiences, our skills, so many things, right? And it is not there in our conscious mind. And sometimes what happens, our cognitive mind overpowers the emotional immunity which you were talking about, right? So as you said, no, ये यहाँ की बत्ती कभी कभी चली जाती है. The same way for the educators at school level, please suggest some useful, some strategies besides meditation which we can follow at school level to bring this kind of, I can say, reprogramming of our teachers' subconscious mindset. For that, what we should do? Please,
Again,
Didi.
I would say, again, we'll come back to the same point. The depleters have to be paid attention to. And secondly, thoughts and words, high vibration. This will ensure that even the subconscious mind is like a baby. You can't teach any, whatever it sees, whatever it absorbs from the environment, it directly goes into the subconscious mind. So that will come into play even if the conscious mind wants it or not wants it. So it will come into play. जैसे कभी कभी हम ऊपर से संकल्प चेंज करते हैं, आज मुझे गुस्सा नहीं करना है, लेकिन हमसे हो जाता है. क्यों? That गुस्सा is not sitting in your conscious mind, it is deep into the subconscious mind and it is playing from there. So if I want to make my mind, my subconscious mind, if I try to make my subconscious mind clean and clear, जब अंदर की सफाई हो जाएगी तो जो कुछ बाहर निकलेगा अच्छा ही निकलेगा ना. तो सफाई करने के लिए क्या करें? No depleters and high vibrational thoughts and words. And these, I'm telling you, we don't have to do anything else. Just do these two things and you will see the miracle happening. We don't have to do multiple things. We just have to pay, spirituality, or what is spirituality? It's like living the values in our life. That is what is spirituality. And the best thing about spirituality is you start from anywhere, you will reach the goal.
Thank you
pick
so
up
much.
any one thing, you will reach the goal.
Thanks a lot, Didi, for your insightful words. It means you talked about values. So definitely, उच्च आदर्श चमकते हैं सितारों की तरह, मंद सांसों के लिए स्वस्थ सहारों की तरह. तो आइए हम भी चले राह पे आदर्शों की, ताकि जीवन न जिए हम गुनहगारों की तरह. Thank you, Didi.
That's what I was wanting to say. Let's not live life like a victim. We are choice makers and we have the power to make a choice for ourselves. What I want to do and what I don't want to do. Not that situations are making me doing it, people are making me doing it. It's like I'm a victim. I don't have any control over myself. No, we are not that weak. We are practically very powerful beings. Let's understand. Human beings are supposed to be the best creations, the most powerful creations on the earth. So let's not forget it.
Absolutely. Very rightly said. Human beings are the best creative or creations by the God given to this mankind. Fantastic say. My last question from Shri J.K. Agarwal ji from Ajmer. Over to you, sir, for your question.
Didi Pranam.
Shanti.
Am I audible?
Yes, absolutely.
It's a proud privilege for me to be the part of this session. And after a long time, I have been there in Brahmkumari's Abu Road for a quite a year or half. And now again, it was like last session, it was with Didi Shivani, and today it's with you. I'm getting my, all memories fresh again. And it's a proud privilege to be associated with Dr. Priyadarshini also, who is giving all of us such a wonderful platform to interact and to talk about things. I do really appreciate the way you presented things. We were so negative with our thoughts, but today, like from this COVID time also, the students are getting positive aspects. And last 1.5 year, the kind of learning which has taken place, of course, should be taken positive. Like you have rightly said, the present scenario should be taken positive, because whatever the God does, he does it for good. जो भी भगवान करता है वो अच्छे के लिए करता है. इसमें कोई ना कोई अच्छाइयाँ सामने आने वाली हैं, आ भी रही है, ऐसी बात नहीं है. और आपका जो मिराकल वाली बात है, आई रियली डू इंडोर्स योर व्यूज. Miracles, they do happen every day in an individual's life, but we have to keep working on, because for the rest of the world it will be just one fine day when that miracle will be happening. Working so much, doing things here and there, and listening to you, I have got almost all my questions very nicely answered. But there is one very small thing I wish to ask you. If you do allow me to, I can put forward
Sure,
it.
sure. Yeah, please.
Most often it happens with me that why am I unsatisfied with my day, even though I know that I could do so much. I mean, this much only. But then even end of the day, though I'm trying to put a fine uh, line, I'm trying to draw a line. Okay, it's 10 o'clock, it's 10:30 now, let's wind it up. Let's think of it tomorrow at 5 or 5:30 or whatever the time I'll get up, which has still there is some sort of unsatisfaction that I have not done what actually I should have. Didi.
कभी कभी ऐसा हो सकता है, इसमें दो चीजें हो सकती हैं. एक ये हो सकता है कि हम बहुत हाईली एम्बिशियस हैं, हम बहुत एम्बिशियस हैं, इसलिए हमारी अपने आप से भी बहुत ज्यादा एक्सपेक्टेशन है, जरूरत से ज्यादा एक्सपेक्टेशन है, तब भी ऐसा हो सकता है. और दूसरी बात, कभी कभी ऐसा हो सकता है, नॉट ऑलवेज विद एवरीबडी, आई डोंट नो इफ इट इज it's not for anybody personally, but it is possible that, you know, sometimes we are out of my list of 10 to do things. Maybe the 4 is top priority. I should have completed it by today, and rest could have waited for tomorrow. But somewhere I feel like doing the rest 5, 6, 7 number first, and I'm thinking ये ऊपर वाले हाँ ये होना तो है, I'm thinking here ये होना है, ये होना है, ये होना है, लेकिन ये उस समय मैं नहीं कर रही हूँ, और वो मेरी पेंडेंसी हो रही है कहीं ना कहीं. जो मुझे एक्चुअली करना चाहिए वो ना करने के बजाय, ना करने से ज्यादा मैं ये कहूंगी कि उसको ज्यादा टाइम देने से ज्यादा कहीं ना कहीं मेरा टाइम किसी और चीजों पर भी जा रहा है. कहीं ना कहीं मेरा फोकस्ड एफर्ट हो सकता है कभी कभी ऊपर नीचे हो रहा है, फोकस्ड एफर्ट. तो हमें ये देखना है कि मेरा फोकस्ड माइंड के साथ एफर्ट है, या मैं टू एम्बिशियस तो नहीं हूं. क्योंकि अगर बहुत ज्यादा एम्बिशियस होना ठीक है, लेकिन बहुत ज्यादा जरूरत से ज्यादा एम्बिशियस अगर है, तो फिर हम कभी भी संतुष्ट नहीं हो पाएंगे. तो संतुष्टता एक ऐसा गुण है जिसको हमें अपने अंदर लाना ही चाहिए, चाहे आप कॉन्शियसली एफर्ट करके इसको अपने अंदर लाइए. ठीक है, मैंने अपना बेस्ट दिया है आज सारा दिन, मैंने खूब टाइम भी दिया है, फोकस्ड एफर्ट भी किया है, मैंने खूब मेहनत भी की है, एंड आई नो आई हैव गिवन व्हाटएवर वाज ह्यूमनली पॉसिबल. उसके बाद भी अगर कोई एक दो चीज नहीं हुई, that's okay, that is still okay, is the mindset I have to have within me. But there should not be any lack in my making any effort. So both the cases I have to check, have I put my best efforts, focused efforts, एकाग्रता के साथ जितना मेरे को एफर्ट डालना चाहिए वो डाला है. अगर डाला है, let's be satisfied, सब ठीक है, no problem, it is still okay, I can still do it tomorrow, I will still make effort to do it tomorrow, let's relax. That's the attitude that I have to bring to myself. And if there is any lack in my making some effort somewhere, then I have to fix that as well. Maybe that is creating that unsatisfaction. Okay.
I think that's the day. Hopefully, we had a wonderful session today. And at last, I can say, when we talk about a Raj Yoga meditation, my question, Didi, to you,
Yes.
when we talk about a Raj Yoga meditation, what is exactly Raj Yoga meditation? And we understand meditation gives us the power to create happiness. Instantly everyone needs happiness. Instantly everyone needs harmony. Instantly everyone need health, wealth, everything. But when we talk about meditation, meditation is a gradual process to happen. Every day it has to be done. Meditation helps us to remain calm in crisis. People want, I will do quickly something so that I'll become calm, to do something quickly so that it can happen calm. So when we talk about these things, what is your take? How school educators, because sometimes I believe very practically, time is very less for the school educators, that they are unable to do it. But there are should be 2 to 3 steps to meditate early in the morning. These 3 things has to be done in a regular basis. It will not take much time, but this has to be done in a regular basis. Is it there any 3 things which the educators to do it so that
Yes,
they will have their energy level will change?
correct. So let's take as affirmations. See, Raj Yoga meditation is a process, is a technique which helps us to create right thoughts for the moment. It's not about a posture. It is not about just concentration. No, concentration is not meditation. But yes, we need the power of concentration in order to meditate better. So meditation is a vast thing and concentration is one part of it. Now, let's, I would have liked, okay, let's put it this way, that you being in your schedules, busy schedules, what you can do is daily affirmations. When you wake up in the morning, with the fresh mind, create some affirmations, create some positive thoughts for yourself every day when you get up in the morning and every night before you go to sleep. That will keep your energy level, sustained to some extent. So that will also be part of the meditation, Raj Yoga meditation. One, the first thought that I have to create for my affirmation is, I am a peaceful being. I am a peaceful being. When you create this affirmation, create a vision in your mind that there is a beautiful sparkling light within you, which is getting enlightened with this thought. I am a peaceful being. The second thought, second affirmation could be, I am a powerful being. I'm not weak. I am a powerful being. Third affirmation, I am a fearless being. और with faith, ऐसा नहीं कि मन डाउट कर रहा है और मैं ऊपर से affirmation कर रही हूँ, नहीं. With faith, try and do it very humbly with yourself. It will work. I am a peaceful being. I am a powerful being. I am a fearless being. I and my family and my children and my school. Create a vision in your mind. Practically create a vision as if you're seeing with your mind that I am protected with a white light, which is God's protection for me. My school and my family is also within that aura. The school is also protected with the white light from the God, and the protection aura is there. The school is safe. I am safe. My family is also under the canopy of that protection. Create these affirmations every morning and create this vision practically in your mind, and you will see that your energy level can be sustained for the whole day.
Amazing.
क्योंकि आजकल ऐसा देखा जा रहा है, कई बार आजकल लोग सोचते हैं, if the parents doesn't pay, how will the school run, what will happen to the teachers, what will happen to the students, etc. There's so many other things. Let's not create it. My school is safe, my job is safe, I am safe, my salary is safe. Let's create this affirmation every single day, and that's going to help you a big deal. And I would also like to suggest, when you log on, if you really want to learn meditation a little bit so that you can practice in your daily routines, because meditation is something which you can do morning, evening, daytime, while having your food, while drinking water, whatever, anytime you can do. So it's there is one website, www.brahmakumaris.com. In this official site of Brahma Kumaris, there are certain audios of commentaries available for meditation. You can also, whenever you have time, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 1 hour, half an hour, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, any time that you have. Plug on the, switch on the audio and you can practice meditation with those audios as well.
Amazing. Fantastic. I think this is a clear to all that how the best three things for the teachers as well as the website is there to get all the things. Thank you very much, Didi. And may you enjoy a bountiful life in the days to come. And my sincere thanks, appreciation on behalf of the entire foundation, the school directors, the directors of the foundation, the global foundation, as well as all the educators today, those who are connected in this platform, those who are watching all you live in the Facebook. I am getting many messages from the Facebook, which I'll be sharing you in the days to come. It has really given a really a courage to all our educators during this particular time. Gratitude is the what I can say, gratitude from my heart, from the heart memory. It comes to you on behalf of my entire team. My sincere thanks for being with us today, sparing the most valuable time. I can understand, but I have requested that this time, even I believe the teachers are the COVID warriors. They have worked day and night. For them, even though school buildings are closed, but the teaching learning they have never made done that. That teaching learning should stop. Should stop. Everyone is quarantined, but the teaching learning has not been quarantined. The learning has continuously still going on. Teachers, principals are tremendously working on this. We all are working on this. And during this time, your session has given a wonderful positive feedback as you spoke about positivity. I strongly believe that yes, we all angels, as by said by Kamla Didi, we all angels. We need to empower the school educators, the school children. Thoughts, keep making our thoughts positive, keep thinking positive, and when we'll be having a peace in mind with the meditation steps at last, what we heard, if we do it, I believe that the three things which Didi said: think right, accept the reality, stop depleting the conversation. So I think we can achieve the target, the goal which we thought of doing it. My sincere regards and gratitude to Didi once again for being with us, and hopefully we'll be connected in the days to come again whenever time suits you. My regards to you. Om Shanti. Namaskar. My all thank you to all educators, those who are watching me today. This is the end of the 252nd webinar of this session. We'll be back again with one more episode in the days to come. Till then, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. Namaskar. Goodbye. Didi, namaskar.
Thank you so much. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. We have a session tomorrow that is being posted. It is very related to how can educators support education and public health during COVID-19. Till then, tomorrow we are meeting at 3:45. Till then, goodbye. Namaskar.